at the end of the day, and I don't think it's an impossibility. Have I not been live that whole time? Brilliant. No, I won't live the whole time. Lovely. Love that from YouTube. Hello, everybody. I've just been rambling for 5 minutes and I wasn't live. Lovely. Ideal. Yeah, big game, essentially. Big game. Man United Arsenal. The teams, so for Manchester United, it is David De Gea in goal. It is a back four of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw, McTominay and Christian Eriksen play in a midfield double pivot. So obviously Casemiro has dropped out for the Scotsman. Big call that from Erik ten Hag. Let's see how well that goes for United and for him. Marcus Rashford starts out on the left. Anthony is on the right. Bruno Fernandes is at number 10. While Wout Weghorst leads the line for United. Obviously, Weghorst, for me, didn't have the best game in his debut against Crystal Palace. Obviously, again, we end up drawing 1-1 thanks to a last-minute world-class free kick from Michael Olise. But it was definitely a disappointing performance and disappointing, well, less so performance, but more so result. Because it's definitely a game that I and many other people went into thinking, well, we can win this, and we should have won it. And it was a moment of quality that ended up rescuing a point for Crystal Palace, which is, like I say, disappointing. But it happens in football, and today's a good opportunity to rectify that and say, yes, it was disappointing that we dropped points against Crystal Palace, but we're good enough to win this game. Sorry, my throat is like really bad. Right. Let me just check. Oh yeah. So then for Arsenal, the lineup. It's the same Arsenal team we've seen pretty much all season long, really, isn't it? It's Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Zinchenko make up the back four. Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka is the midfield double pivot with Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli, and then Eddie Nketiah leading the line for them today. Shut up, Finn. Brilliant, yeah. We just completely missed my opening 5 minutes of dialogue. Lovely. But yeah, I mean, look, both teams more or less full strength. Obviously, Manchester United, we are missing one key player for definite, and that is Casemiro. Obviously, booked against Crystal Palace, meaning he misses the game, and that's why we see Scott McTominay come into the starting lineup. Obviously, Casemiro is a big miss, but we can't let that be an excuse. We beat Arsenal at the start at Old Trafford with McTominay in there alongside Christian Eriksen, and that's got to be, obviously that's the goal again today. Same mission, same goal, a more difficult situation, but it's something we have to deal with. And look, it's a big opportunity for Scott McTominay today. But he has a lot of doubters, and I'm one of them. I want him to prove me wrong every week. Every week McTominay plays, I want him to prove me wrong, and it's a great opportunity for him to do that today. I think not Scott McTominay. I think Weghorst starting over well, starting today is in general big. Somewhat needed to happen because Marcus Rashford, obviously, the idea is we want to use him on the left. Marcus Rashford isn't particularly a striker. Obviously, we used him there at the start of the season again at Old Trafford. So I did somewhat expect to see Rashford go up top because Weghorst wasn't amazing against Crystal Palace. However, with Weghorst up top, we need a good performance from him. We need him battling him when the ball goes long. He needs to be winning the headers. He needs to be holding the ball up and combining with the players around him. Because that's what Anthony Martial is so good at doing, and what Martial would have done should he have been fit today, which unfortunately he isn't. And look, I mean, you guys know how big of a fan of Anthony Martial I am. I think he is fantastic. But unfortunately, he's not, and he's never fit. He lasts 3 or 4 games and then gets injured time and time again. And I think, look, I mean, I saw a tweet earlier. And let me get it up. There we go. So this is Anthony Martial's injury list and injury record this season for United. Now, it is poor. So he missed the first 2 games of the season with a hamstring, played half a game against Liverpool, then was out with an Achilles injury. We then managed to play 2 games, half a game against, an hour of football after that Achilles injury before he got a back injury, which saw him out for 4 games. And then he had a fairly good run in the team, but none of those games were 90 minutes. He didn't play a full game because Ten Hag always had to take him off to try and avoid any sort of injury for him. But what I do want to bring our attention to is, against Everton, he started that game. When Martial came off, in the game we started, it was 1-0. Villa, he came on as a sub. Started against Fulham. When he came off, it was 1-0. We won the game. Won the game against Everton. Nottingham Forest. Scored, won the game. Started, won the game against Wolves. Same against Bournemouth. Same against Man City. So, our stats with and without Martial. With Martial, we are undefeated. We haven't lost a game in which Anthony Martial has started. Furthermore, when Martial has been on the pitch, I believe we've only conceded 3 goals. Liverpool, we conceded with him on the pitch. Everton, we didn't. Man City, we did. We conceded. We might have conceded 1 or 2. I can't remember how long. Many against City. And then we didn't concede with him. Yeah, I think he's 3-4 goals we conceded with Martial on the pitch this season when he started. That, to me, shows how important he is to this team. Are you free? Unfortunately, I won't be, mate. Sorry. No, I won't be. I'm not sure I'm happy with that midfield. McTominay would rather have Martinez in midfield. No, I don't. Martinez isn't a midfielder. Martinez isn't a fit midfielder. Ten Hag didn't trust Martinez to play in midfield in the Eredivisie. So, I don't want him anywhere. I don't want him in Manchester United midfield. I would have went with McTominay. I mean, This is the team I said we should have went with yesterday. I would have went McTominay because Fred and an Eriksen midfield 2 doesn't work. We saw that in the opening 2 games of the season against Brighton and Brentford. Those 2 didn't work as a 2. McTominay came in at the start of the season and generally did quite well. If you remember to when Casemiro first signed, I believe that was I want to say before the Liverpool game. May have been just after the game after. But Casemiro didn't start over McTominay. McTominay started in the Manchester derby because of how well McTominay was playing alongside Eriksen as the 6. Now, of course, I would prefer to have had Casemiro. But as it goes, if you're going to have to put your faith in somebody to do that role, I have more faith in McTominay given the performances at the start of the season that literally kept Casemiro out of the team and out of the Manchester derby because he was playing quite well. That being said, I did actually think we would see this. I was almost certain we would see the same sort of lineup that we saw Man United use against Man City, and I am surprised that we haven't seen that, to be honest. Because Arsenal and Man City, while they don't play exactly the same, they have very similar ways of playing and the same sort of philosophies and ideas. And as such, I would have assumed that we would have lined up the same way we did to kind of counteract and beat Liverpool, to beat Man City, sorry, to do the exact same to Arsenal. But I guess not. I mean, look, what's everyone's predictions for the game? I can't tell. I don't know why the it just looks wrong to me. It's going to be a tough one. It certainly is. There's no easy game. It's not going to be. There's no easy games against Arsenal, unfortunately, nowadays. Yeah, there's no easy games against Arsenal nowadays, which is a shame because I would love Arsenal to still be shit. I really would. Right. I went 2-1. I'm going 2-1 United. There we go. I'm nervous. Yeah, it's a nervy game. Yes, I am. I am a little bit. Wait. I don't get nervous, but I am starting to feel a little bit shaky, as they say. I am. But look, in a way, well, it's quite nice in a way because how often have we got into games and already before balls even kick, we're kind of going, oh, we're going to lose this game. We're going to get battered. But that sense of nerves is because we believe that we could get something from this game. And that's a reason for optimism. And a reason to be excited that even with a depleted lineup, a lineup that is clearly not our best and the one we would have liked to have played and be using today, there's still part of us that go, you know what, if we play to our level, we play to a standard that we have done throughout this season at times, we can win this game. Oh, sorry, give me a second. Sorry about that. I've got like a really bad throat. I just had something in it, so I had to get rid of that. So, I mean, we've got some stuff from Twitter. So, we've had more about Pizzagate from a few years ago. Roy Keane, well, essentially saying, it was brought up again, as it always seemingly is. Says Fabregas then said about, he doesn't want to talk about it again. Roy Keane, classic Roy Keane going, lucky I wasn't there. What I love to hear. But what I do want to talk about is this tweet from HTO Tom. HTO MUFC. Very, very good Twitter account. If you don't follow him, I would. But this is what he's had to say. Weghorst feeding Rashford in transition while pinning the back line, occupying the centre back, and having Anthony holding the width from the right is a pretty decent tactical approach for the final third. And I do agree. And I think this is, again, kind of what the importance of Martial usually in our team. And something that I mentioned earlier. In this sort of game, it's so important that when we get the ball to the front line, there is somebody that can hold it. We know that Rashford will make runs. Will make runs in behind and try and, well, like I say, running behind, I guess. And Bruno Fernandes likes to make that sort of run as well. So it's up to Weghorst to be the person, as MUFC, I'm pretty sure his name's Tom. But I don't know if it is. I can't remember if it is or not. But then why would it be H? Is his name? Please be his name somewhere. I mean, H Tom. H2. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, as he said, there's players that will want to make runs in behind, and that's how we can beat them. And that is the approach for the game. Get Marcus Rashford running in behind, while you have Anthony holding the width. In a sense, not allowing, or well, trying to stop, who will be Zinchenko, being able to come into midfield where he is so dangerous. And if he does come into the midfield, well, then that's going to open up space for, well, that's going to leave space even for Anthony to get hold of the ball and run and create cause dangers. And if we can then get crosses into the box, well, then of course that's when Weghorst and his ability in the box will become really dangerous. So you have Anthony holding the whip, you have Weghorst just being almost, if for those of you who remember the 2018 World Cup, being Giroud in that. Giroud didn't have a shot on target in the World Cup 2018, yet was played every game more or less for France and was a key first team player because he was almost coined a nickname like the basketball like backboard. Yeah, the backboard on a basketball hoop. Because he wasn't there to score. He was there for France to have somebody to hit and he would then assist. That is what Weghorst's game is about today, really. And if Weghorst can also get a goal, well, then absolutely brilliant, of course. But the priority is for Weghorst is to kind of be that backboard. When United are in danger, we're under heavy pressure. Weghorst needs to be the one to get the ball, a player that we can hit, get the ball to, and he can hold it up, win a free kick if needs be, and just relieve that pressure from the back line. Because Arsenal will be rampant today. They will swarm. They will apply constant pressure on this Manchester United back line, and you need your striker, so Weghorst today, to, like I say, hold it up, just stop that sustained pressure from Arsenal, whether that's for 5 minutes, whether that's for 20 seconds. You've just got to stop it. You can't let the ball constantly turn over. And I think that's probably why we see Weghorst starting up top today rather than Rashford, because Rashford is a player that would prefer to every time to try and run in behind rather than get the hold of the ball. The midfield, as again H says, I'll call him H. The midfield is a bit of a worry. It was also something that was identified in the Manchester City game, and obviously we saw Kevin De Bruyne's goal in the end. The Jack Grealish goal, came from a third man run into the box from De Bruyne, and again we have to be careful and watch out for those because Eriksen and McTominay, aren't players that are, for me, naturally defensively minded, and they could be caught out. But Erik ten Hag has a plan. Let's hope he sorts it. I want us to win, but that midfield is worrying. It is, but I think it's more, like I said, I'm surprised he didn't go with Fred and move Bruno out wide. Yeah, no, I'd take a draw. There you go. I wrote that down. Please don't ruin the first day of Chinese New Year. Yeah, I was out with a couple of buddies yesterday. I don't know why I've said buddies, as if I use that phrase. I was out with a couple of mates yesterday, and we saw some fireworks for Chinese New Year. So how's it going over in Malaysia with it? Were you out on the lash yet last night? So again, to go through the lineups for both teams. So for the home team, Arsenal, we have this. So it's their usual starting lineup. Aaron Ramsdale starts in goal. Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel, and Alexander Zinchenko make up the back four. Very, very good defence there. One of the best in the league. And that's why they've been kind of ever present in that team when fit. Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka starting in midfield three. Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka in your double pivot with Odegaard at number 10. Of course, in game, similarly to how Manchester United play with Christian Eriksen, Granit Xhaka will come and support Gabriel Martinelli and Martin Odegaard in a higher sense, while Thomas Partey will sit as that number 6. Martinelli and Bukayo Saka are your two wingers, with Eddie and Nketiah leading the line for Arsenal. For Manchester United, it is David De Gea in goal. It's a back four, of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Lissandro Martinez and Luke Shaw. The same back four we've seen for many, many weeks now, especially since Diego Dalot's been injured, and more or less our strongest lineup strongest back four that we've used all year. McTominay and Christian Eriksen starting in midfield double pivot. A shame no Casemiro due to suspension. But McTominay's played in the midfield too with Eriksen against Arsenal before this season, and we've won it. Let's hope we can do the same today. And then in the front line, it's Marcus Rashford off the left. It's Anthony off the right. And Bruno Fernandes in behind Wout Weghorst. Right, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do share the stream with your friends, with your family, so on and so forth as well. That would be greatly appreciated and does help a lot. Fireworks going up every hour long. It's been 3 years. In 3 years, many have managed to travel back to their hometowns. I suppose, yeah. I didn't even consider, like, obviously with COVID and stuff, that must have fucked it all for the last few years. Right. So we've got kick-off. Go on then. And away we go here at the Emirates. Manchester United versus Arsenal. Here we go. Right, so let me sync up the timer. So, of course, the best way to watch these streams is by syncing up your game timer with mine. Mine is now all synced up with my game. So when I see Shaw give it to Eriksen, go back to Shaw, Rashford, Eriksen, and Thomas Partey now steal it and come away with it for Arsenal, you also see that. Just means that I don't ruin the game for you guys, and I don't ruin it for you guys, and you guys don't ruin it for me. So just like I say, the best way to watch these streams is by doing it that way. Obviously, if you don't want to, that's fine. However, if you aren't going to sync your game timer up with mine and you are in front of me for whatever reason, please don't put in the chat about goals or big happenings in the game until we see it. So, ball comes into the box. Bruno Fernandes easily clears after a poor corner from Gabriel Martinelli. Zinchenko goes into Bukayo Saka on the halfway line, who turns Eriksen well. Moves it well into Thomas Partey, Saka. Saka back into Partey. Partey, Odegaard. Here is Martin Odegaard. Into Alexander Zinchenko. Good start here for Arsenal. Pulls it back. Odegaard. Poor shot. Good block by McTominay. Still Martin Odegaard. Out for a corner. Not ideal. Not an ideal start there. Arsenal looking very good so far. Ball comes in. Partey wide. Fuck. This is not an ideal start. Arsenal looking very, very good, as we'd expect. You can just see we are missing Casemiro so much, as Gabriel does well up against Marcus Rashford. They're just an all-round very good team here, Arsenal. That's half the problem. Like, you can't. There's no easy way to beat them, because you get past their midfield, their defense is there to win it back straight away. You get past their defense and their midfield. you've got a great goalkeeper in Ramsdale to beat. I mean, just getting past their initial front press is difficult at times, as Marcus Rashford has it. Takes on Ben White, tossing and turning. Rashford finds Bruno Fernandes, loses out, and here comes Eddie Nketiah into Granit Xhaka, moves it out wide to Gabriel Martinelli, and here comes Arsenal on the counter attack. Up against Wan-Bissaka here, Gabriel Martinelli. He's doing really well here. Wan-Bissaka, you're going to put a foot in, lad. Wan-Bissaka does eventually win it. And United can try and play it out. Here is Anthony. Bruno Fernandes is offering the support in behind. Anthony does well. Eriksen. Wan-Bissaka back to Christian Eriksen. Eriksen finds Weghorst. Lovely ball into McTominay first time. McTominay gets it out wide to Marcus Rashford. Luke Shaw's there on the overlap. Rashford somehow manages to get the ball to Shaw. Shaw puts a cross in, but he deflected in. Eriksen wins a free kick to United. Fair play. 5 minutes. It's been a good opening 5 minutes of this game. So I'm excited to see how the rest of the 90 goes. But a little bit scared for how it goes as well. Here comes Anthony. Go on, Anthony. Running. He's really, really running at Arsenal players right now. And this is what we want to see from Anthony. Look, I've always said the worst thing for a defender to face up against is a quick, tricky winger. Because chances are there's not much you can do about it. All you can do is try and tackle them. And if they're quicker than you, and if they're trickier than you, well then the chances are they're going to succeed. And Bruno! Penalty! Lisandro Martinez went long looking for Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes gets there before Ramsdale and takes down Bruno Fernandes. No, it's not a penalty. It's nothing. If we get a penalty for this, we've robbed it. It's not a penalty. Not anything. (2-1) United. I get United live. I love that. We're on the same page. Bruno. To Weghorst. Rashford looks for the return to Weghorst. It's a poor pass. And Arsenal looking to play it out. Weghorst wins it back though. Can't find Eriksen. Odegaard gives it away. Gabriel easily deals with it though. Varane heads it forward. Thomas Partey launches it forward again. Varane. Lisandro Martinez deals with it alongside Varane. And moves it out wide. Looking to try and play Marcus Rashford in up against Ben White. Ben White does really well. Just comes across. Sees it out for a throw-in. Good defending there from Ben White. Very good defending there from Ben White. Here's Rafael Varane. To Wan-Bissaka. Into Anthony. He's forced all the way back to David De Gea. And look, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Because it's about trying to take the sting out of the game, out of the Arsenal fans, out of the Arsenal players. Because This game for them is massive, and that is so poor from De Gea. That is really poor from David De Gea. And chance now for Arsenal to have the ball in a good area. And here's Martin Odegaard. Ball cross. Thomas Partey finds Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli shoots. Gets out, gets away with one there, De Gea, because Arsenal had a good opportunity, but Gabriel Martinelli wastes it. Not great there. Not great there at all. My throat hurts so much. De Gea goes to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw into Christian Eriksen. Tries to turn, but Thomas Partey's there. And looks like Erik ten Hag was having words there, but probably David De Gea. Obviously, new signing Leandro Trossard is on the bench for Arsenal today, so we could be seeing a debut for him later on. Obviously, in the past, we have seen... Well, I remember we did a watch-along for the North London derby last week, and surely that's a foul on Bruno Fernandes. Martin Odegaard surging forward here for Arsenal. Looks for Martinelli. Good tackle by McTominay, but still Martinelli. Huge block, but I think that was Martinez. United have dealt with it just about, and Gabriel has it. Bruno now deemed to have fouled Gabriel. Gabriel is acting hard. Vegas has said, fuck off. It's all getting a bit feisty. It's all cooled down now. Boring. But I mean, that's all come from what I thought was a clear foul on Bruno by Odegaard. But yeah, I was saying, look, we obviously did the Arsenal Spurs watch along for the North London derby, and in that game we saw Martinelli get subbed off for Tierney, and Tierney went left wing. So maybe we might see, instead of Tierney coming on at left wing now, we might see Trossard come on today. Not ideal, because I think Trossard's a good player, but ball comes into the box for Varane. Deals with it. Weghorst does well and just clears it down the line. Gives Marcus Rashford something to chase alongside Ben White. But he goes back into Ramsdale. And Arsenal are now all back in camp. But he goes long there, Ramsdale. Martinez finds Eriksen. He looked for the flick onto Rashford, but didn't find him. And here is Bukayo Saka. Goes through McTominay to find Granit Xhaka. And here is now Gabriel Martinelli. Cuts inside. Martinelli. Still Gabriel Martinelli. Good interception from Eriksen, who goes long. Zinchenko picks it up, though, easily for Arsenal. In 12 minutes, you started to see Arsenal really take control of this game. And United be a little bit on the ropes here. Saliba goes out to Granit Xhaka. Martinelli. Zinchenko can't pick up the ball. And here is Eriksen. Finds Anthony. Anthony, you've got to run at him. You've got to run at him. This is really good play here from Anthony. Now he needs an option. Brilliant there, Anthony. And that's a free kick, surely. You taking the piss? Great play from Anthony. I'm not sure how it wasn't a foul, though. And look, so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Anthony there. Wan-Bissaka. Tomley goes back to Varane. Here's Anthony. Ball cleared. Varane and Lisandro Martinez deal with the ball back, getting it back to David De Gea. Here is Eriksen. Odegaard putting press on. Totally done there by Manchester United, and Varane now can bring it forward. Puts back inside and goes to Lisandro Martinez. And it looks like we are trying to go a little bit more toe-to-toe with Arsenal than we did against Manchester City, which is interesting. And I respect it. Here's Saka. Moves it into Martin Odegaard. Odegaard goes back in looking for Bukayo Saka. Lisandro Martinez is across. Bruno Fernandes is getting back and blocks the ball into the box. Good play there from the Portuguese midfielder. Our Portuguese Magnifico. As Bukayo Saka has it again now. Delivers into the box. And what is Wan-Bissaka doing there? The cross comes in from Saka. It's always bending wide and not out for a goal kick. And for whatever reason, Wan-Bissaka just hooks it out instead, giving away a corner. Strange that from Wan-Bissaka. Strange. Ball comes in easily dealt with by Scott McTominay. Well played. And it's a poor ball from Odegaard, but Martinelli keeps it in. Anthony giving chase. Here's Bukayo Saka. 15 minutes played. So far, so good for both teams. Luke Shaw. Back to De Gea. Poor pass out. Looking for who I think was actually Bruno, not Anthony. But here is Anthony. Somehow it's bounced into Weghorst, who's done well. Here is Anthony now. Martinez. Tomney finds Varane. Varane brings it forward. Gives it into Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka up against Martinelli. Bruno's offside. I don't think Wan-Bissaka really was getting past Gabriel Martinelli there either. Anthony. Varane. Martinez. Varane. Martinez. Goes long. Saliba deals with it well, and Arsenal have the ball once again. Here is Bukayo Saka. Luke Shaw, good tackle. Thomas Partey gives it away, and Bruno Fernandes now finds Marcus Rashford. Skips past Thomas Partey. Rashford! Goal for Manchester United! Marcus Rashford from range. What a finish! And we've taken the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. What a start. 17 minutes in, United have a lead. Marcus Rashford, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus Rashford. What a bloke. What a finish from Rashford. And we'll see it here again. It's sloppy from Arsenal, and particularly Thomas Partey. Bruno Fernandes found Rashford, skips past Thomas Partey, and sees the corner. It's only a slight view of the said corner, and he just smashes it in. Brilliant. I'm not sure how much Ramsdale can actually see of the strike. And bang, it's hit so well, so true. And it finds that the front post, the bottom corner of that front post. And Manchester United have a 1-goal lead here at the Emirates. We're the only team to have beaten Arsenal so far this season. And we've got a 1-goal lead here now. Not a bad start to this game at all. 18 minutes played. It's Manchester United 1. It's Arsenal 0. As Rashford has it again. Finds Weghorst. And who's gone into the book there already for Arsenal? Ben White. Ben White already booked for Arsenal. He can't handle Marcus. And it is a clear yellow card. I tell you what, I've got Marcus Rashford as my captain on fantasy. So if we can... I'm not earning Haaland. Haaland scored a hat-trick earlier. So if Rashford wants to score a hat-trick, that'd be great. The De Gea goes long. Boys, we're winning the league. We're winning the league. And when Manchester United have scored first in a game, we've not lost since October 2021. So, what does that say? We're winning it. I think the record was, we've played 23, won 18 of them, drawn 5. Arsenal are about to have another L to their record. Luke Shaw, foul and Saka. Come on United. This couldn't been a much better start, really, could it? Could not have been a much better start. We're winning the league. We're winning the lot, boys. We're winning the lot. This Arsenal title charge is about to collapse. Zinchenko surging forward. Granit Xhaka moves it out to Odegaard. Odegaard finds Xhaka. Moves it out to Bukayo Saka, who's doing really well here. Holding the whip up against Luke Shaw. Saka. Still Bukayo Saka. Finds Xhaka in the box. And Nketiah's shot is blocked by a crowd of Manchester United players and it's out for a corner for the Gunners. 21 minutes played. United have a lead. Relax, boys. Relax. It's ours. It's ours to lose. It's ours to lose. It was a great goal as well. Really, really was. But corner. Bukayo Saka will take it. Goes to the edge. Shot wide by Gabriel Martinelli. Nearly takes out a Stewart. It was a clever corner routine from Arsenal. Originally, I thought it was just a really poor corner from Saka. But actually, he picks out Martinelli fantastically. And he just gets the shot all wrong there, Gabriel Martinelli. Good idea, just got it wrong. Worth crying about. And Nketiah being told he has to leave the box to take the goal kick. But De Gea to take the goal kick, obviously. Wan-Bissaka's lost the ball here, really, in a really poor area. Here is Thomas Partey. Gabriel Martinelli. Still Martinelli. Good tackle from Bruno. He's out for a corner. Really poor that from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Really poor. Come on then. Odegaard. Martinelli. Saliba. Zinchenko. Finds Xhaka. Zinchenko. Odegaard. Goes out wide to Ben White. Great ball in. And Nketiah's there. It's 1-0. Great goal from Arsenal. And it's 1-0. Eddie Nketiah scores for Arsenal and it's all level after 23 minutes. And look good. You think back to that Wan-Bissaka and De Gea business. Such a shame. We had, and look, I was just about to say, we've got to hold on, and you can't make it easy for Arsenal, but they just play it around so well. It's Wan-Bissaka's on the left hand side. Realistically, it's his man, Nketiah. From that corner. It's a good run from Nketiah, but Wan-Bissaka just lets him go far too easily. He literally runs past Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka needs to go attack that. He needs to attack that Wan-Bissaka as the ball comes in, but he doesn't, and then Nketiah does. And there's the margins, people. Arsenal back in the game almost instantly. And look, it's a tough one because obviously it's really well played by us and really well worked, but it's fine margins at the top level and to be where they are, and you can see the quality they have in that build up and in that move, but it was so easily prevented. And here is Arsenal again, and Nketiah cross comes in, blocked by Wan-Bissaka, and is out. Now with Martin Odegaard on the right-hand side. Or on Arsenal's right and our left. Odegaard. Lovely ball into Bukayo Saka. Drills it across. McTominay's there to clear his lines. And like I said, you go back to... We have the ball. We're under no pressure. De Gea gives it to Wan-Bissaka. I don't think Wan-Bissaka was particularly the best pass for De Gea. That being said, Wan-Bissaka should have done much better with it. We lose the ball and it comes from there. We never then truly win it back and reset. And that's where the goal comes from. Luke Shaw goes to Lisandro Martinez. And again, it's important now, United, we just calm it down. The Arsenal fans, the Arsenal crowd are going to be bouncing after that. Going to go down. A great goal to equalise. Very good sustained bit of pressure from Arsenal in the last 5-10 minutes. United just need to kind of slow it down in a sense. But Tommy, you're not capable of doing that, lad. But Rashford has it now. Cuts inside. That's so poor from Rashford. Just Ronaldo chops for no reason. Odegaard does well to play it out. Finds Martinelli. Wan-Bissaka wins it. Anthony. It's a Wan-Bissaka. Back to Anthony. Bruno. McTominay. Eriksen. Lisandro Martinez. Rashford up against Ben White, just leaves the ball. Luke Shaw can't pick it back up either, and Bissaka goes long looking for Eddie Nketiah. Varane's across on the cover. And Lisandro Martinez, brilliant in midfield there. And here he is, Martinez goes into Weghorst. Lovely ball out wide to Anthony. Now he needs to run at Gabriel here. Go on, Anthony. You've got to run. You've got to run him. McTominay shoots! Good save, Ramsdale. Very good chance there for Manchester United. Good move. And it's a very good save by Aaron Ramsdale. And that's what McTominay's best at. When he gets to the edge of the box, these first time shots from the edge of the box, he is dangerous with them. And it's a very good save by Ramsdale. It's not dead in the corner. it's curling towards Ramsdale, so it's a save you expect him to make, but it is a good one. Rashford's having a chat with Ramsdale there, being like, just let it in, lad. Just let it in. Right, Luke Shaw will take this corner for United. Ball comes into the box. Gabriel heads clear. Ericsson on the edge of the box. Looks to head it back in. Dealt with by Zinchenko. Ericsson fighting for it though. And Rashford has picked it up. Fouled, but referee not giving it. And he's given an offside instead. Yeah, Anthony. Is it Anthony Taylor? Yeah, Anthony Taylor. Fucking diabolical again, by the way. The guy is shit. Sorry, it was Jack with the assist, not Ben White. Sure. Goes back to Wan-Bissaka. Goes back into De Gea. 15 minutes left of this first half. So far, not loads to really complain about. I think it's been a fairly good performance given. Obviously, we're missing Casemiro. Veghorst is playing up top for us. I mean, he was at Burnley this time last year. He was a Burnley player. So it's not. I mean, it could be going worse. Imagine we did that for every player. Like at the start of the season, just go, yeah, this time last year, Ericsson was semi-retired and was now going to be able to play football again. So we're doing pretty well, all things considered. But that would be mental, wouldn't it? As Odegaard has it, finds Saka, 1v1 with Luke Shaw. Odegaard's now off the overlap. Martinelli, back to Saka. Odegaard, can we deal with it? Odegaard still looks to fire it across. McTominay's there. Looks like it might be a goal kick. It looked like it should have been a corner, but the referee might have given a goal kick. Martin Odegaard, most touches on the pitch so far, 29. I think it says a lot how good he is. How he's just unbelievable, Martin Odegaard. A player that can play in so many different roles in that midfield. Can play deeper, can play, obviously, as that number 10 as he is today. And he's just so good on the ball, so press resistant, so creative. He's an absolute genius to watch. Right, Luke Shaw. To Martin, it's back to Shaw. He'll go back into Varane. Back to De Gea. David De Gea. We'll go in long. Looks for Veghorst. Veghorst can't win it. Zinchenko wins the second ball though, and Saliba goes back into Ramsdale. Anthony will give chase. Into Saliba. Finds Partey. Into Ben White. He's given a free kick for that. This Anthony Taylor can get in the bin. He's so bad. And is that Luke Shaw now been booked? He's booked Luke Shaw. He's back. He's booked Luke Shaw for that. Are you taking the piss? It's just contact. It's a contact and a contact sport. Fuck me. Anthony Taylor, you can tell he's an Arsenal fan, can't you? All over the top. Varane goes long. Veghorst can't bring it down against Saliba. Rashford finds Luke Shaw. United have the ball. Just over 10 minutes to go in this first half. 1-0. It'll be disappointing going into half-time 1-0, given the fact we did take a lead, and the goal we did concede is a really poor one, in my opinion. But at the same time, Arsenal, they are playing well. Arsenal are top of the league for a reason. They are a very, very good footballing side. And look, there are obviously moments, and I think that the Arsenal goal was one of those moments where you can see why they are top of the league, why they are one of the best teams in the league, if not the best. But largely, I think it has been a very, very close affair. The long ball. Lisandro Martinez goes back into David De Gea. He rolls it into Eriksen. Goes back into De Gea. De Gea again into Eriksen. United just keeping it simple. De Gea going long, looking for Veghorst again. Veghorst can't win it up against Gabriel or Saliba, but it did somehow fall to him. He looked over to Anthony Taylor saying, I've been fouled. Referee doesn't give it. Odegaard to Gabriel. Partey turns open. Moves it into Alexander Zinchenko. Zinchenko brings it inside. Anthony will chase in Zinchenko. Can't win it. Varane can't pick it up either. Nketiah finds Zinchenko. Back to Nketiah, who's on this left-hand side now. Thomas Partey. Zinchenko takes it and goes back into the Arsenal half. Xhaka. Cross to Ben White. And now Ben White will drive forward here for Arsenal. Saka's there out wide if he wants him. And he does use him. Ben White now offering the overlap. But Bukayo Saka, and they kind of run in each other's way. But Saka does win a corner. I don't know why Arteta's crying. Arteta has been booked. So my phone is going ballistic. Right, corner comes in. Well defended by United. Arsenal still here though. Gabriel. Nketiah. Wan-Bissaka gets there first. McTominay can't bring it down. Good challenge by Nketiah. And here comes Arsenal. Thomas Partey moves out wide to Bukayo Saka. Ben White's there with the overlap again. He finds him. Ben White. Good challenge by Bruno Fernandes, who's tracking back. And Anthony now has it on this left-hand side. Marcus Rashford's made a great run. Anthony looks for him. Slightly overhit, and Gabriel was able to get it back to Ramsdale. Luke Shaw as well. So was Luke Shaw booked as well? Let me check this. I'm hearing Luke Shaw might not have been booked. No, yeah, Luke Shaw hasn't been booked. So when I said Luke Shaw was booked, that was actually the booking for Mikel Arteta. Lovely stuff. Odegaard moves out to Ben White. White, that is awful from Ben White. Literally, it's a perfect pass from Ben White into Eriksen. Anthony does well in surrounded by Arsenal players there to find Luke Shaw, and Anthony has it again. Anthony's looking I think Anthony's having a really good game, and Bruno Fernandes goes running out here, finds Eriksen. Bruno gets the ball into the box. Xhaka deals with it well, and it's out for a throw into United. Wasn't a very good cross in from Bruno, but wins a throw in. Not the end of the world here. Luke Shaw will take the throw in for United. We've got to get players in and around him to try and get crosses, get something into the box for Weghorst to attack. Here is Bruno Fernandes. To Varane. Gives it into Eriksen. Martinez. Varane. Eriksen. Varane. Goes into Bruno Fernandes. United not really we haven't really given Arsenal much this game. I think getting the ball to Anthony. I think Anthony, whenever Anthony's got the ball and running at people, I think he's looked dangerous. So I want to see us try and get him the ball more, and I think this is a good opportunity. I think I saw Anthony there. He was like throwing his hands up in the air, being like, "Give me the ball." Here is Anthony, gets the ball into the box. It did take a little bit of a deflection, and Ramsdale has it, but it's something at least. And Anthony, you can see there, he's already backed, helping out the defence. Sorry, no, that was Eriksen, not Anthony. So I'm lying, but here is Rashford running at Thomas Partey and Ben White. Marcus Rashford doing really well here. He's at the byline now. So he has to go back. And it is into Luke Shaw. Bruno back to Shaw. To Raphael Varane. Wan-Bissaka's out wide. Just give it to Eriksen. Let Eriksen try. United moving the ball. Just popping it around left to right. Raphael Varane again. To Anthony. Zinchenko wasn't going to commit himself, so he goes back. And it's now with Lisandro Martinez across to Varane. Lovely dummy run there from Bruno to find Weghorst. But the pass from Weghorst is a poor one. Weghorst just isn't Martial, is he? He's not Martial. I don't hate Weghorst. He's doing his best. And I think he will get better. But he's not. He's just not Anthony Martial. Arsenal have it again. Gabriel now into Thomas Partey. United making themselves very hard to break down, which is nice. And it's a change. Here is Ramsdale. Goes long, looking for White to break the press, and it's overhit, and it's out for a throw-in for United. So Luke Shaw will take the throw-in for United. Just over 2 minutes to go in this first half, plus whatever added time we're going to get in this first half. Ball goes down the line, looking for Weghorst. Partey has it, goes down. It brings Weghorst down as well, but referee doesn't give anything, and rightly so. Varane heads it forward. Xhaka wins the first ball. McTominay wins the second. Saka brings it down. Finds Martinelli, who goes back into Gabriel. Goes across to Saliba. Partey. Into Ben White. Ben White into Thomas Partey. Saliba. Goes across to Gabriel. Zinchenko. Zinchenko goes out to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka puts the ball into the box. Lisandro Martinez does well. Shaw goes out to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes goes down the line. Rashford has gone down. Referee doesn't give anything. Here is Bukayo Saka. My throat hurts so much. So, last minute of normal time here in the first half. United won, Arsenal won. I'll take that. I'll take that as it goes, you know. Arsenal are a good side. Obviously the ticker, the side panel should be flicking through. And you'll see Arsenal are a good side. They're top of the league for a reason. And even though Manchester City, of all teams, have played 2 extra games than Arsenal, there's still a 2-point gap there. Obviously, that will go to 3 and 1 should the score stay as is today. But there's a reason that they're there, because they are a really good side. And United have done a very good job at nullifying the threat that Arsenal have. As Arsenal came close there, Zinchenko, I don't know if it was a shot or a cross into Nketiah, but it just goes right across and never really close enough to Nketiah for him to reach it, and obviously never going to test David De Gea whatsoever. So De Gea goes long, looking for Weghorst again. Won again by William Saliba, and Christian Eriksen has it. Eriksen obviously very used to playing Arsenal in big games, being a Spurs player for so long. So many North London derbies. As Bruno Fernandes has it. Fernandes goes out wide, looking for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who looks to knock it past Zinchenko. Wan-Bissaka's gone down the box. Referee says play on. This fucking bloke. This referee, man. This referee. I'm certain Anthony Taylor's an Arsenal fan. And all I'm saying is, when you type in Anthony Taylor, Arsenal is one of the first people to come up. Or one of the first words to come up. You type, and then it's just so much about how Anthony Taylor is an Arsenal fan. This bloke. What a first half from both sides. I agree, NG. Yeah. Great first half there. A real advertisement for the Premier League. I think Anthony Taylor's a joke. I'm just looking at the amount of memes there are about Arsenal, about Anthony Taylor being an Arsenal fan and loving Arsenal is a joke. And this goes back years as well. I like the movement of Weghorst though, not gonna lie, it helps pull away defenders from Rashford. I'm gonna be honest. Martial does that. Ronaldo did that. Pardon me. I do. I think it's that to me feels like we're reaching for something to say Arsenal are doing well. No, Weghorst is doing well. So these are the stats in this from that first half. So Arsenal outshooting us 11-2, but shots on target 1-2. So while they technically get more shots away, but the quality of shot are worse than ours. Possession wise, we're roughly 50-50. I'm not sure how it's not 50-50, given that we've played an identical amount of passes, 239 a pair, and I'm almost certain percentages. Well, possession is done by the amount of passes, and that's how it's calculated. So it would just be 239 plus 239 as a total, and then the percentage of obviously how much of Arsenal's passes make up that whole, which should be 50-50. I'm not sure how that works. Let me double check that. First measure is considered ball possession in relation to number of passes. The possession metric will be the number of passes on each team during the match divided by the total passes in the game. Yeah. I could be wrong, but that seems about right. So by the sounds of it and by the looks of it, it depends on the way they want to calculate it. Not everyone uses the part that calculates it through passes. Not that I don't think anyone really cared, but I did. Surprise, surprise! Premier League suddenly decides to put Anthony Taylor, both sides, between both sides after 8 years. We're gonna lose, Eddie. Have a bit of confidence, lad. Have a bit of confidence in us. We can win the game. Got to believe that we can win this game, and we will win the game. As first halves go, I don't think we were bad at all. I really, really don't. I think generally, you've got to remember this is Arsenal we're playing. We're not playing Crystal Palace. We're not playing some crap team. We are playing top of the league Arsenal. We've not really given Arsenal any quality opportunities, have we? I think when we've got the ball and we've pushed forward and we've got at Arsenal, we've looked dangerous. I think generally, Thomas Partey at times has looked quite poor and has given the ball away in sloppy areas. So I'm looking forward to a second half, and hopefully we can kind of continue. And I do truly believe that United can go on to win this game. I think United are in a tough position now, though, because what sort of changes would you make? Because I stand. I don't know. Has McTominay played well? Probably not. If we're being completely honest with ourselves, he's probably not been great. But he hasn't been. But I still flat out refuse and refute the idea that a Christian Eriksen Fred midfield 2 will work. It won't. We saw that against Brentford and Brighton. That doesn't work. So don't try it. Because especially against Arsenal, we will get torn apart. Garnacho, yes, I think he would be a good sub. I don't think that's a sub you make straight away though. I think that's a sub you probably make 65th, 70th minute. To take Weghorst off, move Rashford up top, and then put in Anthony on the left. Not Anthony, Garnacho on the left. Yeah, not something you make straight away. So they're just showing back the Arsenal goal. It's so poor from Wan-Bissaka. It is so poor. He's with him the whole time. The cross comes in, and it's like Wan-Bissaka doesn't read or smell the danger. He comes in, and he just watches it when Nketiah smells it and attacks it, and gets his goal for gets his goal as a gets a goal for it. Wan-Bissaka got to do better there for me. Got to do better there. I think that's poor from Wan-Bissaka. I can't and will not lie. Right. Let me go fill my cups up because I need to drink because my throat is killing me. But I'll be back in just a moment. Obviously, while I'm gone, please get involved in the live chat. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions on the game or anything else really. We can have a nice chat about that before the second half gets underway and during the second half. And also, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated and does mean a lot. So yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. Right. We are back. Second half getting very, very close. Saying that. Players are coming out now. Come on then. We've got a change already for Arsenal. Benjamin White is off. Tomiyasu is coming on. Big call that. Big call that from Arsenal. Big call that from Arsenal. And from Mikel Arteta. Ben White off. Ben White couldn't handle the Marcus Rashford. Come on then. Come on then. I'm looking forward to this second half where I'm going to see my team, Man United, score 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. I think I'm being slightly optimistic. Ramsdale goes long straight away. Tomiyasu wins the first ball. Bruno Fernandes brings it down though. Weghorst slots it into Marcus Rashford. Saliba's across well. Tomiyasu has it. Goes back to Ramsdale, who goes long. Odegaard. Saka. Back to Tomiyasu. Zinchenko. Gets it out to Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli. Up against Xhaka. Loses it. And here is Anthony. He's got to run at him. Run at him. He's doing well, Zinchenko. And well, sorry, I meant Anthony. But Arsenal now do win it back. That for a throw-in for Man United. Granit Xhaka just loves grabbing older Manchester United players. Varane goes back to David De Gea. De Gea goes long. Weghorst brings it down. Referee's had to give Anthony Taylor's given a free kick. And Anthony goes into the book. Goes into the book. Yellow card for Anthony. That's a bit harsh. I think that's a bit harsh. Martinelli. Well played. Weghorst finds Anthony. Anthony driving forward here. Anthony, poor touch. Just gets it away from him. And Thomas Partey can only put it out for a corner. Anthony makes up for a mistake. Wins a corner for United. Obviously, United not prolific from corners. But we have got Weghorst in the box. Big Voot. He's a big lad. Tallest player in that box. He's got to attack it, Voot. We need a good delivery by Luke Shaw as well. Shaw delivers. Poor ball in, and Saka has it and will now drive it forward for Arsenal. Taking his time. Plays around him. Somehow he manages to keep it and find Eddie Nketiah. How he's done that, I don't know. And here is Eddie Nketiah. Lisandro Martinez with a strong challenge. Nketiah somehow kept it as well. Saka into Odegaard. Tomiyasu. Odegaard. Odegaard puts the delightful ball into the back post. Wan-Bissaka's there. Wins the first ball, but Martinelli picks up the second. Zinchenko. Delivers. Martinez heads clear. McTominay flicked. Gabriel has it. Weghorst went running into a challenge. Gabriel went down, but nothing was given, and rightly so. Saliba heads it back into the danger area. Lisandro Martinez with a delightful ball to Rashford, to Bruno, who looks for Rashford. Ramsdale is there, and coolly plays it out to Granit Xhaka. Gabriel goes into Alexander Zinchenko. Party. Tomiyasu. Here is Bukayo Saka. Saka still for Arsenal. Into Granit Xhaka. Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli. 1v1 Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Ball comes in. Well defended by Rafael Varane. Here is Anthony. Come on then. Not the best first 5 minutes of the second half. Anthony flicks the ball on, looking for Weghorst, can't find it, just not enough on it. Zinchenko goes back to Ramsdale. Gabriel. Saliba. Odegaard out wide to Alexander Zinchenko. Zinchenko bringing it forward here for Arsenal. Zinchenko, poor ball, and Luke Shaw's there and deals with it well. Eriksen gives it straight away to Gabriel. Martinelli. Gabriel. Saliba. Tomiyasu. Here is Bukayo Saka. Odegaard. Good challenge by McTominay, but Odegaard gets it back. Martin Odegaard looks at Granit Xhaka. Huge challenge from Lisandro Martinez. What a challenge from the Argentinian. Comes straight across, smashes into Xhaka, wins the ball. That is absolutely fantastic from Lisandro Martinez. What a challenge by Martinez. Fucking hell, what a challenge. And here is Arsenal again. Eriksen. Just dispossessed by Xhaka too easily. And here is Bukayo Saka. Into Tomiyasu. Bukayo Saka. Here's Bukayo Saka. Cuttings inside. Shoots! 2-1. What have I just seen from Bukayo Saka? You can't do that. No! Not only has he scored a screamer, Saka, the rat has then stolen Rashford's celebration. What a rat. And look at Ramsdale. He can't believe what he just seen. Great goal by Bukayo Saka. But my God. What a rat. Arsenal take the lead here at the Emirates. Look, we'll have to see it. I'll have to see it again. I don't know if De Gea can do much about it. This will be a good angle of it. The cuts inside. It is side netting. Eriksen just not enough there for me. I'm not sure if De Gea can do much more about that, really. Maybe he could have. I'm not sure. It's a great finish by Bukayo Saka. But I'm not happy. I'm not happy with Saka stealing the celebration. For fuck's sake. And we've gone from being 1 goal up due to a worldie to being 2-1 down because of a worldie. This is some advertisement for the Premier League, by the way, isn't it? Here is Tomiyasu. Odegaard. Ball up. And look, this is why not Gabriel Martinelli. This is why Arsenal are top of the league. They have this much quality and they can turn it on in an instant. They are too good. Luke Shaw has it and driving forward. Into Marcus Rashford. Rashford does really well here. Marcus Rashford. Rashford shoots! No, Ramsdale with a save. So close there from Marcus Rashford. He's done so well. It's a good save by Ramsdale. But here is Anthony. Get the shot away or get a cross in. He does, but it's a tame one. Martinez gets it back to David De Gea. Not ideal. Not ideal. There's time still to go in this game, though. Here is Varane. Cross to Eriksen. De Gea. Back to... not De Gea. Rashford. Back to Eriksen. Into Varane. Eriksen. Varane. Martinez. Comedy. Back to Varane. Luke Shaw. Goes over the top looking for Rashford. Tomiyasu's there on the cover. Does well and finds Thomas Partey. You can only win a throw-in for Arsenal there. Good play from Thomas Partey and Arsenal. But we'll see this save again from Ramsdale. Rashford doing so well. Cuts inside, strikes. Gets a strong hand to it. A lot of goalkeepers, they don't save that. It takes the deflection. Strong wrists. Quality. World-class save that by Ramsdale. My God. I never started the timer for the second half. Sorry, guys. Completely forgot to start the timer. There we go. So timer's all synced up again. Sorry, I forgot to start it. Bruno. The Veghorst. Woot. Gets it out to Luke Shaw. To Bruno. Back to Luke Shaw. Wins a corner for United. Good play there. It's a corner now for United. Come on. We got some... Again, the Voot. You've got to get your big head onto this. Come on, Luca. Luca? Come on, Woot. Voot, get your big Dutch head on this. Eriksson delivers. Not where he dealt with Martinez! Come on! Martinez with a header. What a boy! What a boy! 2-0. Come on! Arsenal are shit. Arsenal have done shit there. What are they doing? Look how much it means. What a bloke. As midgets go, he's a fucking great with his head, that boy. What a bloke. And look how much it means. Run into the away fans. Huge goal for United. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 2. Lisandro Martinez with a diving scooped header over Ramsdale. The ball comes in. Tomiyasu and Ramsdale both go for it. None of them can grab hold and really deal with it. And Lisandro Martinez goes diving in and scoops it over the wall of Arsenal players. And Gabriel, all he can do is head it into his own net. And Jamie Carragher, sit down. Lisandro Martinez kissing the United badge as well. What a bloke. First goal for United. And it's a big one. What a game. This, again, some advertisement for the Premier League. What a game. Apparently a lot of people aren't happy with Martin Tyler again. And look at the away fans. Look at them. And look, this is the ideal situation to be in. Arsenal have no choice but to go try and win it. A point for us is alright. A point for Arsenal is not. Throw in. Good, well won by Shaw. Thomas Partey goes long. Looking for Gabriel Martinelli, who's on the chase, but Varane is there. Does well. Moves it into Martinez, who finds Eriksson. To Wan-Bissaka, who's driving forward. Finds Anthony. Got to take on Zinchenko. Run him. Finds McTominay, sorry. Who looks for Weghorst, who just can't bring it down. McTominay, I don't think it was even a bad pass. Weghorst just didn't go for it, it seemed. Rashford, doing really well up against Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu's getting bullied by Rashford, I tell you that for free. In these opening, 17 minutes of this second half. Wan-Bissaka. Referee's pulled it back for a foul by Weghorst. Honestly, Anthony Taylor, you and your bald egg can fuck off. He is so bad. I bet he's just jealous that all the United players have a better head of hair than him. Mate. Or is it just because Ten Hag, Anthony Taylor's there like, well, all bald men are ugly. Like, you can't be a good-looking man as being bald. And then he looks at the touchline and sees Erik Ten Hag and thinks he's a good-looking bloke. And as such, he just hates United because he's just jealous of our manager. Rashford, man. Luke Shaw found a lovely ball to Rashford, and Rashford just overcomplicates it and loses it. He might have been offside anyway, so it might not have mattered anyway. Zinchenko. Out to Martin Odegaard. Bukayo Saka. Here is Bukayo Saka still. Saka finds Nketiah. Well blocked. It's a goal kick. Honestly, I actually love, what's his name? Lisandro Martinez. He's actually such a good centre back. Look at what a bloke. What a bloke. I was trying to find a picture of Martinez kissing the badge, but nothing, unfortunately. What, Thomas Partey? Mate, we are. Look, I've been saying this for a while. United are a much better team than we get given credit for this season. There we go. There's the predictions. So Tom, currently yours is on. Eddie as well. Although Eddie's was done at half time. So it doesn't count as much, but Xhaka's in. Ball comes across. Odegaard. Good block, Eriksen. My God. And this, look, at the start of the stream, we read a tweet from HTO MUFC. And he said about the third man runs from the midfield. And constantly we're seeing Granit Xhaka pick up the ball in so much space. Odegaard is as well. We've got to pick him up. Garnacho needs to come on. I think it's hard. I think it's hard to do that because I don't know, because ideally yes, but that means I don't know how much you can take off Weghorst. I disagree. I think Anthony's playing quite well. I mean, the second half I don't think he's been as good, but I think that first half he played quite well, Anthony. But the thing is, if to bring on Garnacho, for me, I always prefer to have Rashford on the left. I don't think Rashford's a striker, particularly. And I think Weghorst is doing a somewhat of a good job at, not a great job, but doing an okay job at connecting and combining with the rest of the front three and pressing. And I think Rashford is causing a lot of troubles for Tomiyasu. I'm not sure if Garnacho is a right winger. But I would say you want to keep Rashford up against Tomiyasu because he is causing a lot of issues. A lot of issues. And Fred's coming on now. And Eriksen has it. Goes across to Varane. And you imagine that must be for Christian Eriksen. Martinez goes across to Eriksen. De Gea. Goes long. Looking for Veghorst. Saliba deals with it. United can't bring it down. And Nketiah has it now. Into Bukayo Saka. Saka. Up against Luke Shaw. Tomiyasu. Delivers. Zinchenko. Xhaka. Zinchenko. Gabriel. Martinelli. Zinchenko. Here is Gabriel. Xhaka. Saliba. Into Tomiyasu. Saliba. Gabriel. Back to William Saliba. Moving the ball around well here, Arsenal. But United not making it easy for them to break through our first line of the press. Here is Gabriel. Finds Martinelli. And here they come now, Arsenal. Find the ball into Bukayo Saka. Up against Luke Shaw here. Odegaard's there on the overlap. But Saka just wide. I think that might have even hit the post, you know. Bloody hell. Bukayo, we need to get closer to Saka. Saka playing really well. And it does hit the post. Fucking hell. I think it might be a corner. It takes a knock off Christian Eriksen. Otherwise, that was destined for the bottom corner. Anthony's off. So Bruno goes out to the right. Eriksen probably moves to 10. And Fred is on in the middle of the park. There we go. That's how Manchester United now line up. Ball comes in. I don't like Bruno on the right wing though. I really don't like Bruno playing on the right wing. He's so much more effective on the in the middle. Here is Eriksen into Bruno, back to Christian Eriksen. Into fuck off. Thank God they swapped back. I for a second there, I thought I was seeing Scott McTominay playing number 10 again. And I would have lost my mind. I would have lost my shit. Tomiyasu finds Odegaard. Saka. Back to Odegaard. Arsenal moving it around well here. Finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko got the ball out wide, but Zinchenko goes alone. Fred with a good tackle. And here is Bukayo Saka. 20 minutes to go in this game. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Tomiyasu delivers. But Tomley flying out and wins the header to deny Granit Xhaka a chance from the edge of the box. Xhaka picks it up again here though. Martinelli. Gabriel. Finds Martinelli. Saliba. Saka. Arsenal doing it well. Using the ball well. Finds Eddie Nketiah. Nketiah can't get away from Lisandro Martinez. Here is Bukayo Saka. Moves it out wide to Alexander Zinchenko. Xhaka's there on the overlap. Zinchenko delivers. De Gea claims. Wow. Anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do share the stream with your friends and your family and on all your socials. It helps to grow the community, which is greatly appreciated. United trying to play out from the back. In the last 10 minutes has been pretty much all Arsenal. 75% of the possession going towards the Gunners. There is Saka. Finds Nketiah. Moves it into Thomas Partey. Partey out to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu crosses into the box. McTominay brings it down and lashes it clear. And this is where you need Weghorst. Just chase it down. And just, you can't allow Arsenal just to turn the ball straight back over and be right on the attack again. You have to make Arsenal have to try and reset and then build again. Which looks like we have done, to be fair. Xhaka. Partey. Tomiyasu. Saliba. Luke Shaw, fouled by there, Eddie and Kessie. And look, with 15 minutes to go, I think it probably is a case of United just trying to hold on at this point. Like I say, a point for us is much better than a point for Arsenal. And alongside that, sorry, obviously we played on Wednesday. We played Crystal Palace on Wednesday. Whereas Arsenal haven't played since the North London derby, which was Saturday, Sunday. So they've had a week to prepare for this game and be ready. We haven't. So a little bit of tiredness might start creeping in because you look at the team that's playing right now. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the players that are on the pitch started in that game. Everyone that on this pitch also played at least 20 minutes in that game as well. So there will be a sense of tiredness starting to creep into United, which Arsenal won't have, as we win the ball high up here with Scott McTominay. Looks for Eriksen. Eriksen, can he get hold of the ball in the box? No, he can't, and Ramsdale clears. Not the greatest a piece of defending there from Arsenal. Look a little bit scatty from them. Varane. Lisandro Martinez. Goes long, looking for Rashford. Tomiyasu does well. Fred finds Marcus Rashford. Not the greatest of touches, but referee's given an offside. And look, I think this is a moment where you look at the team and look at the bench. And do you take a risk on someone? On the bench, we've got Palestri. We've got Alanga and we've got Garnacho. Do you throw one of them on, and who for? Because if you do, it's got to be for either Weghorst, Eriksen, or Bruno. You can't take. I don't think you can. He won't take Rashford off, and you can't take Rashford off because he is a danger whenever he gets the ball, and he can get running at Tomiyasu, as we've got a chance for him to do here. Ramsdale's off his line really well. That's a free kick. Fuck off. This referee. That is a foul. Rashford has clearly been fouled and the referee hasn't given it. This ref, Anthony Taylor should be fucking ashamed of himself. A clear foul. Again. Here is Saka. Ball comes into the box. Martinelli at the back stick. Here is Gabriel Martinelli still. Martinelli shoots. Lisandro Martinez blocks it. Fucking hell. Show us it again. I don't want to see the Arsenal chance again. I want to see the Rashford where Bruno plays it down the line. Rashford runs onto it, knocks it round Ramsdale and Tomiyasu, and then is fouled, and the referee hasn't given it. Show me it again. Bloody hell. Nothing again. There's no. I can't find any replays of it online either. They're just not going to show it because they know how awful of a decision it was from the referee. There is Saka. 12 minutes to go. Make that 11. Odegaard finds the number 35, Zinchenko. McTominay, number 39, wins it. But then Zinchenko beats him in the air. How is McTominay being beaten in the air by Zinchenko? Wan-Bissaka does well. I'm surprised we haven't seen more subs from either side. As of yet, Arsenal have made the one change. Tomiyasu for Ben White at half time. Man United only bringing Fred on. Odegaard delivers. No, Martinelli delivers, sorry. Zinchenko. To Bukayo Saka. Very course. Dangerous there. Sloppy style challenge. Lucky gets away with it. Bruno and Nketiah diving away. McTominay wins it. Wan-Bissaka clears. United get away with one there. Saliba. Keeping the attack alive here for Arsenal. Saka into Martin Odegaard. Odegaard delivers. Xhaka. Big challenge from Bruno Fernandes. De Gea, what are you doing? Why has he punched it? Party. What the fuck is De Gea doing, you fucking big stiff idiot? What the fuck is he doing? Arsenal still have it. Martinelli. Why has De Gea punched it? Martinelli still. Xhaka. We've got hold of it now. Now, we need to be calm. Keep it. Bruno, crossfield ball. Looking for Shaw. There's nobody going for the second ball. There's someone down with a head injury. It's Bruno Fernandes. De Gea's got away with one there. And Lissandro Trossard is on for Arsenal. Martinelli is off. There we go. Trossard on. Martinelli off. Here is that foul. Yes, foul. Ramsdale doesn't touch the ball. Rashford tries to jump over him, yet clips him still. It's a foul. Tomiyasu finds Saka. Good tackle by Shaw. This referee, man, he's won the ball. And look, Shaw's been booked for winning the ball. Shaw's been booked for winning the ball. Yep, wins the ball. Wins the ball. He doesn't win the ball. I don't like this. I don't like this. 7 minutes to play here in this game. It's Manchester United 2, Arsenal 2 here at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal with a free kick. Trossard on for his debut as a gunner. Signed, was it yesterday? Delivered. It's bouncing around. And Nketiah, big save, De Gea. Huge save by David De Gea. What a moment from David De Gea. Say what you want about him, but that is a match saving, a goal saving, and a match winning save. And Nketiah got to score. This could be a penalty. It could end up being a penalty. What a save by De Gea. From the ball in, it has hit McTominay's hands, but no. Party goes down the line. Tomiyasu. Is it 3-2? No. It is not 3-2. In the last 15 minutes, United haven't had a shot. It should have been. It should have been 3-2. But no. Still 2-2, fortunately. Trossard will take the corner for Arsenal. Fuck off. Fuck off, Arsenal. It's a good ball into the box. Lisandro Martinez won the first ball. And De Gea takes it on his chest and has it in the second. And Nketiah. Wait, what? What? Why is that? What's happened to De Gea? Lisandro Martinez got a black eye. Time wasted in that. I mean, I'm a David De Gea fan. That's a booking. That's a booking. That is awful. No, Garnacho's not on, but that's the save. So Eddie Nketiah had a sitter more or less, and De Gea makes a world class save. Wan-Bissaka wins the header. Eriksen driving forward. Still Eriksen. Eriksen shoots! Well blocked by Gabriel. Good chance there for United. And it's a corner now for Manchester United. Come on. This is our moment. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below. And subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Both. And Nketiah should score. But it's a very good save by De Gea. Shaw delivers into the box. Headed cleared by Gabriel. It's a good clearance. Wan-Bissaka has absolutely booted Bukayo Saka. Both of them trying to get to the ball. Why is McTominay and Fred in the midfield? Or Man United team on your team? Because that's what we went with. That's how we're playing now. I don't know why. I don't know why we've done that. But we took Anthony off, brought Fred on. I guess it's a bit more. You get a more defensive-minded player in, Fred in, that midfield to try and help stop. Yeah, Eriksen's now at 10. So last 2 minutes plus whatever extra time or added time, sorry, we're going to get. Eriksen finds McTominay. McTominay looks for Weghorst. Weghorst just wanted the ball through. Look at Weghorst chasing back against Trossard. Xhaka. Across to Tomiyasu. Rashford getting back as well. Bukayo Saka. Up against Luke Shaw. Looks to slip in Odegaard there. Fred's there. Well defended. Fred. Rashford. Back to Lisandro Martinez. Fred. Overplaying it there. Come on, United. If we get a later in it, that will be for us and City. It would be. A point's better for us than it is for Arsenal. A point takes us back third. Tomiyasu. Party. McTominay can't reach it. And here is Leandro Trossard. Finds Zinchenko. Delivers into the box. Nketiah scored. Nketiah scored. For fuck's sake, man. Nketiah scored. Arsenal winning the game. Last minute dagger from Eddie Nketiah. And that's Arsenal for you. So ruthless. So ruthless. You can't. That's a dagger. And United were tiring. We said it earlier. And McTominay, I think the fact that he couldn't reach it was a sign of said tiring. There may be an offside here. Zinchenko may just be keeping him on. And Nketiah's off. He's offside. He's offside. He's offside. He's offside. He's offside. He's got... No, he's onside. Wan-Bissaka. No, it's close. I think Nketiah is offside. Stop showing me the goal. Wait, what? It stands. Goal stands. Goal stands. For fuck's sake, man. That's devastating, that. That is devastating. 3-2 Arsenal. And that will probably be the game. Not long left. There's the offside. I would like to have seen the Zinchenko ball across, because I think that's pretty close as well. But it is what it is. Garnacho's now on for Varane. We are just now going for it. So it is now this. That's what we're seeing now. Rob Holding's coming on for Arsenal as well. Odegaard's off. So fucking hell. There we go. So that's the Arsenal team now. When it comes to our team, it's a fucking mess, isn't it? This. We don't know the amount of added time, but more or less done, isn't it? So, Wan-Bissaka's there. But Tomley's there. Ericsson there. And that's full time. Game's done. And I don't know. Really, it's disappointing, isn't it? So that was how it finished. I don't know. It's so disappointing to lose it in the last minute. And look, I said in the first half, I thought Ante was playing well. We lost him in the second half. We missed Martial. Look, Arsenal are the best team in the league. Arsenal they are the best team in the league. And there's a reason Arsenal continue to win these sort of games. It's so disappointing to be so close, yet to lose it still. I don't know, but look, that's Arsenal for you this season. So ruthless, so hard to beat. You've got to hand it to them. They are so good. And to look, but like I say, to lose it in such a way, it's hard to take. But that's football for you at the end of the day, isn't it? Well, look, we will be doing the match reaction, the Let's Talk. So we'll be live over for that in about 5 or so minutes. I'll just have to go obviously set that up. So please do tune in for that. Link to that is in the description down below. But thank you all for watching the watch along. Like I say, if you have enjoyed, please hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you all over for the Let's Talk in 5 or so minutes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.